Yeah. According to StreamYard, according to the yard that stream, I am live. And I see people already populating the chat. So I'm definitely must be live if I got people showing up here tonight. It is Friday night. It is a special Friday night for me personally. And I'm glad to be live here on YouTube as usual, celebrating with you guys as I do on every Friday night. But yeah, this is a special Friday night. So welcome to the show, you all. Thank you guys for popping in. Happy New Year to you all. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the sentiment. I appreciate it. It is 2021. So if you are watching or listening to this, if you're here live, we made it to 2021. We made it out of the crap storm that was 2020. So we are here in 2021. And hopefully, I hope for all of us that 2021 has a lot much more to offer as far as positivity than 2020, because as we all know, 2020 was it was the year to forget, and I'm looking to put it in the rear view and move forward with 2021. Shout out to my man Tech King Mike for the super chat. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you for the sentiment, sir. Appreciate you rocking out with your boy, and thank you for the donation. But with that being said, y'all know what time it is. Yeah, let's get into the festivities. Let's go to work. I don't know. So, current time, 6:31 p.m. Central Standard Time, which means you are on the right place. Wait, what the hell? What do you mean you are on the right? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with me? You are in the right place. Boy, that's better, Viper. You are in the right place. You are on the right YouTube channel, baby. There we go. That is the proper introduction. So, my Friday Night Fight veterans know what's about to happen next. But in case you don't, if you're new here, listen very, very closely to this next part, because as my man Tech King Mike is saying in the chat, this is the part of the live stream where I'm going to need you to turn your volume down. Because if you don't turn your volume down, I cannot be held liable for what your neighbors think about you listening to some loud dude on YouTube. That's on you, not on me. That's on you, not on me. Shout out to Brett for the super chat. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you, guys. Y'all are so kind. So thank you. But now that we got that stuff out of the way, we got the disclaimers out of the way. Let me get into the introduction and the roll call, and then I will continue with my annual tradition here. So here we go. If you don't have your volume turned down, you were warned. I warned you. I warned you. I warned you. I warned you. Whoa, boy. Here we go, baby. First live stream of the new year. Friday Night Vibe is in the building. We are at goal and go to work. What's up, people? This your boy Viper, the man about tech, and we are live! Welcome to Friday Night Fight, baby! Woo! Woo! Yeah! Woo! Okay, all right. Now, before I get started with tonight's festivities, let me see who I got in the chat tonight. First on the list, we have Anthony Beltray. What's up, bro? How you doing? We got Marvin Wallace. What's up, bro? How you doing? We got Drayton Pruitt. What's up, Drayton? How you doing, man? How you doing? Jeff Hale is here. What's up, Jeff? How you doing, baby? How you doing? Alex Jackson is out there, too. What's up, Alex? How you doing? iOS Gino is here. What's up, bro? How you doing? We got Mac Balder. What's up, Mac? How you doing? What's up, Mac? Mac? What's wrong with you, Viper? What's up, Mac? How you doing? We got Brett Shuddy. What's up, Brett? How you doing, baby? How you doing? Joseph Hardison is here. What's up, bro? How you doing? We got Tech King Mike again. What's up, Tech King Mike? How you doing, baby? How you doing? We got Cool Gamer in the building. What's up, bro? How you doing? Thank you, thank you, thank you. My homie 504 is in the cut. What's up, bro? How you doing, baby? How you doing? We got, I see him. Ready to go, ready to go. I saw him. There he is. Technically T is here. What's up, bro? How you doing, baby? How you doing? And we have Gabriel T Black. What's up, Gabriel? How you doing? And we also have, let me keep going, my man. Where'd he go? Why is the thing always scrolling stupidly? Where'd it go? I had it and I lost it and I gotta go find it again. Come on. F Nick is here. Hey, F Nick, how you doing? And we got Gwendolyn G. Hey, Gwendolyn, how you doing? And we got Theron out there. What's up, bro? How you doing? We got Matthew Tech Corner. What's up, man? How you doing? And the Snowman Ken. What's up, bro? How you doing, baby? How you doing? And shout out to 504 for the 504 super chat. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. We got the Poets in the cut. What's up, bro? How you doing? How are y'all doing? Thank you guys for tuning in. Tonight is going to be a little different because this is my YouTube anniversary. So I started my YouTube channel. Well, actually, the YouTube channel was already started well before I started making video. But I uploaded my first video to YouTube 3 years ago today. So every year on January 1st, as my tradition, I go live to celebrate my YouTube anniversary. But I will not be alone tonight because in a little bit, I will be joined by Shannon Vlog because that is our tradition. Every Jan 1st, me and Shannon go live and we talk about our previous year and things like that. So Shannon will be joining me later on here in the live stream. But I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit first before I got Shannon on here. But yeah, it has been a wild 3 years that I've been on YouTube. Oh man, it's just been, oh my goodness. Oh, look who's sneaking in. We got Janosins out there. What's up, bro? How you doing? What's going on? But it's been a wild 3 years on YouTube. I can't believe it's been 3 years already. Already 3 years have gone by since I've been on this platform, and it's just been a wild ride. It's been amazing. Yo, T Development, how you doing, man? How you doing? I don't know what I expected when I originally decided to make YouTube video, but I don't know if it was what I got. I think I got more than I ever bargained for when I made that first video on January 1st, 2018. It's definitely been a roller coaster of emotions being on the platform for 3 years. I've had ups, I've had downs. But no matter what's going on, I persevered. I'm still here. Hey, we have Greg Gadgets out there. Hey, Greg, Happy New Year. And thank you, sir. Thank you. But as any creator would tell you, being on YouTube, especially anybody that's been on here for a few years like I have, it is definitely a roller coaster thing. It's no instruction manual on how to run a successful YouTube channel. It's basically on-the-job training at this point. You get in there, you learn how to do it on the job, and you go from there. Hey, the Norwegian sensation, Elvid A is here. What's up, man? How you doing, baby? How you doing? Wait, what is that? The biggest question of the night is, what's your favorite pizza place? Oh, that's interesting. Hold on, y'all. So actually, that's a funny question, Janosis. My favorite pizza is actually comes out of South Bend, Indiana, which is kind of hilarious because the University of Notre Dame, who is also in South Bend, Indiana, is currently getting their behinds whipped in the college football championship. Hey, but that's neither here nor there. But there's a place in South Bend, Indiana called Starlight Pizza. And that is my favorite pizza of all time. I haven't had it in a few years. It's about 90 minutes away from me, but maybe, I don't know. But Starlight Pizza in South Bend, Indiana, I love it. It's thin crust. Whatever they use in there, like tomato sauce, whatever it is, it's like perfecto. I love it. So that is my favorite pizza on planet Earth. Tech for your needs is there. What's up, man? How you doing? And Renee Ritchie is here. Hey, Renee. Thank you, sir. You are an inspiration yourself. Thank you, Renee, man. I love you, dude. Love you so much, man. But yeah, as a Fit Blonde Fitness is so eloquently stating here in the chat, Notre Dame is getting whooped on. So it's getting kind of embarrassing. Every time Notre Dame makes it to the college football playoff, they get stomped. They get curb stomped. It's like clockwork. It's terrible. But yeah, I've been on YouTube for 3 years tonight, and it's been up and down. As most of you guys know my story, my mother died in 2017. So after my mother died, I decided to make my YouTube channel. I decided to start making videos. I had a hell of a first year on YouTube. I still remember the moment where I was sitting here live streaming and I was a nobody. and I had John Prosser come up out of nowhere in my live stream. That was one of the coolest moments for me, just having John Prosser pop up out of nowhere. One of the creators I respected, like watching YouTube over the past years, or whatever, and he just popped up out of nowhere when I was live streaming one night. So that was one of the cool moments for me. And then the very next month, having Taylor Tech pop in out of nowhere too. That was like I said, these are like when you are a brand new creator on YouTube, having watched YouTube for a long time, and now you're on your on the platform making your own content, and your favorite creators are watching you and like making themselves present. It's kind of it is a shock. It is a literal like feeling of adrenaline when you know that your favorite creators watch you or are watching you. I mean, there are 33 people watching here tonight, and I'm pretty sure there are some big time YouTubers watching me right now, lurking, but I don't know who they are because they won't make themselves known. But when you find out that some of your favorite creators are watching you and they watch your content, it is utterly amazing. And I've been fortunate enough over the past 3 years to have the privilege of having some of those people on as guests on my live streams or my podcast. So that's been pretty cool. Oh, we got 859. What's up? What's up? How you doing, man? How you doing? What's going on? And we got D Mims in the cut. What's up, Dwayne? What's going on, man? How you doing? So I've been on YouTube 3 years. I started off basically making regular videos. I think I started live streaming. I think my third month into my YouTube career and things like that. Friday Night Viper actually started off, I think, in May. I think it was March or May or March. I don't know, of my first year. But yeah, I remember the day that the live stream kind of like went next level. It was the first time I think I used Google Hangouts, and it was July 3rd, 2018. That night I used Google Hangouts, and I had an epic live stream. I had 12 different creators join me on that live stream. So that was pretty cool, having 12 different creators join me on that live stream in a Google Hangout. It was utterly amazing. And that was the start of something special for the live stream. It kind of created the foundation for what you guys know today is Friday Night Viper, because now, as you guys know, especially those of y'all that have watched me for a while now, the fabric of this live stream is having people come in and out and you not knowing who shows up. Partially is for the mystique of the live stream, but another part is to not make me look like an idiot, because sometimes creators will tell you that they're going to come on and things like that, but sometimes things happen and they have to change their mind, or they just don't show up, or whatever the case may be. If you tell your audience that such and such is going to come on and you expect that person to come on and then they don't, then you look like an idiot. So I decided, you know what, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to surprise them, and if people come on, they come, and if they don't, I won't look like a complete idiot. So that's why I don't let you guys know who's coming on the show, except for tonight. Shannon is definitely coming. So all right, I don't have a problem telling you guys Shannon is coming. She's coming. But usually on Friday nights, I do not let you know who's coming, because that's part of the mystique of the live stream. And the other part is I don't want to look like a moron if they don't show up. So, it's kind of a two-way thing. It's a two-way go. So it is what it is. Phone Tech at Work. What's up, man? Thank you, sir. All right, thank you. Oh, I remember that. Y'all were asking somebody to intro John Prosser, and I did what I do. That was a fun time, man. That was definitely a fun time. Yo, Zadius Tech, man. How you doing, man? How you doing? We got I don't even know how to say your name, dude, but what's up, Bash? I'll just call you Bash, man. What's up? How you doing, baby? How you doing? Retender Tech, what's up, man? How you doing, bro? How you doing? And shout out to Frank Cura for the $4.99 super chat. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you guys donating. You guys know that it is not required, but whatever you're willing to contribute, I'm always grateful and appreciative of it. So thank you, thank you, thank you. It's still weird, having been a creator for 3 years now on YouTube, and my mother having been gone for 3-4 years now, and just me doing YouTube. It's kind of crazy, because when my mother was alive, she used to ask me, or sometimes she would ask me, do you have any dreams? So what are your dreams? And I never really had an answer for her, because I don't know. I don't know if I just didn't think about the future, or I just didn't really think about what I dreamt of, or what it was I wanted exactly. But she asked me, and I never really had an answer. And then she passed away, and then I started doing YouTube, and then it just all like kind of fell in line. I enjoy what I do so much on YouTube, And I'm like, you know what? This is my dream. My dream is to be one day become a full-time tech content creator. I'm not there yet, but I'm a lot closer now than I was 3 years ago. So I guess that is what that is. But still got a ways to go before I get to that point. But it's nice to finally have an answer to that question that I've never had, especially being 40 years old and you don't know what your dreams are. That's kind of crazy. But I am blessed that YouTube has given me the opportunity to realize that, hey, this is something that you can do and you can aspire to be. Anybody can aspire to be a YouTuber if you put the work in. But I enjoy what I do. And it is my dream to become a full-time tech content creator. And I'm working toward that every time I'm on YouTube. So I'm sorry, Mom, I didn't have an answer for you when you were still here. But I got one now and I'm working towards it. One of my goals this year is to put out content more consistently. Kind of failed at that a little bit last year, but even still, I wasn't the most consistent with uploading regular videos last year, but I still put out over 100 regular videos on the main channel. So I wasn't slacking last year, but I could have done a lot better as far as being more consistent. So for 2021, the goal is to put out video on a more consistent basis. So I'm definitely working towards that. Let's see what we got here. Matthew said, can we start the stream with a hot take? I would rather get a mobile workstation than a ultra fast ultrabook for the same price. I'm confused. Aren't they one and the same? Isn't a mobile workstation? Isn't an ultrabook? Isn't that a mobile workstation? Or am I misunderstanding you? Because to me they're like one and the same. But maybe I'm misunderstanding. Because if you got an ultrabook, then you got a mobile workstation. I mean, I the way I understand it at least. So I don't know. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. I know I there have been plenty of times that I've thought to myself, what the hell am I doing? It's so funny being a creator on YouTube because there are creators that have started around the same time or a little bit after when I started that have completely blown by me in sub count. They have just blew by me. And for the longest time, I couldn't understand what the hell I was doing wrong on YouTube. Why wasn't my channel growing and things like that? I kind of discovered a couple of things last year with the way YouTube treats my videos, from the whole being restricted and things like that to them auto captioning and stuff there, the things wrong and things like that. But I still had some growth last year, so it wasn't a complete waste. But I posted on Twitter tonight earlier that my magic number is at 78. I kind of failed at my goal last year, so I don't really like talk about my subscriber count too much. But actually, the magic number is now at 77. But when I get 77 more subscribers on the main channel, I would have hit 5,000. So even though the goal last year was to hit 100,000, which I failed miserably, I am still approaching a somewhat of a milestone on the main channel, getting ready to cross over the 5,000 subscriber threshold. So 77 away from that. So that's coming pretty quickly. So that's cool. Like I said, that was nowhere near what the goal that I had set for myself last year. So I mean, I'll celebrate it for a minute, but then I'll keep rocking and rolling because that was so far off the pale. But hey, man, I don't know. You just got to keep going, man. You got to keep going. Hey, we got Josephine. Hey, Josephine, how you doing? How you doing? Thank you. That is what's up. Oh, is that Perp Minded out there? What's up, man? What's going on? How you doing, baby? How you doing? And we got Eric out there. What's up, Eric? How you doing? How y'all doing, man? We got a lot of people coming into the cut tonight. I appreciate y'all. And we got Michael Pepper Tech. What's up, Michael? What's going on? He said, I would like to thank you personally, or thank you for helping me directly or indirectly. The information your guests provided, and if you can yell at us, I can be me, and people would just have to accept it. that is almost like a blessing and a curse about YouTube. You can come on YouTube and be you and be authentically you, and it's a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing because there are definitely going to be like-minded people like you who identify and relate to you and your content. But it's a curse because they're going to be haters and trolls and naysayers who hate what you do and hate everything about what you do, and they're not going to like you regardless of what you do on the platform. So it is a blessing and a curse being a creator because you're going to have your fans, your tribe, and then you're going to have your haters and naysayers, and they're going to try to tear you down and try to just make you wish that you were never on the platform. But we don't acknowledge those people. Those people don't exist. Yo, Fit Blonde Fitness, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you. So I think I ran long enough. I'm going to drop the link to Miss Shannon here so she can come join me so we can continue with our tradition. Like I told you guys, every Jan 1st, me and Shannon get together for a live stream. So we're going to see if we can get Shannon in here. and we'll just go there. But yeah, I've been amazed and happy about my life on YouTube, even though it hasn't gone according to plan. I don't have any regrets. If you ask me if I had a way to hit 100,000 last year and I could do last year over, would I do it over? No, not really. Even though I failed miserably in my goal, even if I had a chance to redo it, I wouldn't redo it because everything happens for a reason. And even if you succeed or if you fail at your goals, it's all a learning opportunity anyway. So even though I didn't hit my goal last year, I learned a lot about how to put out content, uh, how to like adjust for the algorithm and things like that, and what works, what doesn't work, and just different things. So even though I didn't hit my goal last year, I don't really have any regrets. I would do the same thing again. So, but that's 2020. We are in 2021. This is a brand new year. My goals this year are not so ambitious. I actually have a strange goal this year. So right now I have like over almost 5,000 YouTube subscribers. Like I said, I'm getting close to that. On Twitter, I have over 6,100. So I have over 6,000 subscribers on Twitter or 6,000 followers on Twitter. So my goal this year, my main goal this year is to end 2021 with more YouTube subscribers than Twitter followers. That is the goal. Because right now I have more Twitter followers and it kind of bothers me that I have more Twitter followers than YouTube subscribers. So if I can end 2021 with more YouTube subscribers than Twitter followers, I will have met my goal for 2021. That is the goal. That is the goal. Okay. I don't know how I ended up getting more Twitter followers than YouTube subscribers, but when I was talking to Painfully on the Tech about this, he made it perfectly clear why that is the case. He's like, dude, you're on Twitter like every day. I literally am on Twitter every day. He's like, if you dedicated that type of energy to YouTube, you will probably see growth. So I'm like, you know what? It's literally impossible for me to upload a video every day to YouTube, but I get his point. I do need to be more consistent with my uploads on YouTube. So that is the plan. Uploading more videos this year on YouTube. And if I do that, then I should probably end the year with more YouTube subscribers and Twitter followers. So we shall see. Hey, Elvid, thank you for the super chat, sir. I appreciate you. So thank you. Phone taking right there. Tell them to follow you or you blocking them by no, right? Yo. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, the Twitter is the mind of its own, man. The Twitter account just goes up because like I said, I'm on Twitter every day. So because I'm on Twitter every day, it's gonna keep going up. So I'm not even worried about that. But the thing is, I'm trying to grow the YouTube channel and things like that. So that is the main objective for 2021. Jay Stan is in the building. What's up, man? How you doing? Thank you. I appreciate the love, man. Drift Assets is here. What's up, man? How you doing? Dwayne Mims putting everything into perspective, bro. I appreciate you. It is a lot. It is definitely a lot, man. I'm not sneezing at it. There are people that don't get 5,000 subscribers on YouTube for like years, and I did it in like well, I haven't done it yet, but I'm on year 3, and it will be done in year 3. So I mean, I'm not sneezing at it. It's cool, but when you set goals for yourself and you don't achieve your goals, then I'm not here to make excuses either. I know that I didn't do the things that I needed to do last year in order to reach my 100K goal. So this year, I'm going to try to refine the way I do things on YouTube as far as getting more content out on a more consistent basis. So that is what I'm trying to do. Like I'm not here to make excuses because I'm too old to be doing all that. I need results. I'm a results oriented individual, and I know why I didn't hit my goal last year. So I'm going to try to do things better to hit the goal this year, and we're going to work it out. But that is the plan, man. That is the plan. So how are you all doing? How did you all spend your New Year's Day? I binge watched Cobra Kai season 3. I enjoyed it, although I kind of felt like season 2 was better. At least season 2 had better fights to me, but season 3 was good. It was good. It was some good stuff in season 3. So you guys should definitely go out and if you're a Cobra Kai fan, you should definitely go out and watch season 3. It is legit. Definitely. Let's see. 504 said, did Prata do a Twitter of awesomeness for you? No, man. I don't know how the Twitter following grew. It's just been growing and growing and growing, man. I don't know. I think, because I tweet at other creators that are like have massive followings and things like that, and I think that's why some of the people follow me, because they see other people replying to me and talking to me. I literally had a guy tell me that he told me that he followed me on Twitter because Mac Weinbach interacted with me on Twitter. So I'm like, okay, I mean, if that's why you follow me, that's cool. I mean, it is what it is. Just don't expect the same Twitter that Mac puts out that I put out. We are like two different people, but I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, that's the fun thing about Twitter. You can like see who's interacting with who and see what type of conversations they're having, and then you can like choose to follow that person or follow that conversation and things like that. And it is what it is. But I love Twitter. Twitter, I I have told you guys time and time again, Twitter is like the secret sauce, although it's not no secret anymore. But if you're a creator and you're not on Twitter, you are missing out on so many opportunities. I've had a lot of opportunities come my way via Twitter. So I will always be on Twitter. I love Twitter. Twitter is my jam. I love me some Twitter. Damn, Janosis, you finished. He finished Cobra Kai at 6 a.m. Jeez, damn, he was not kidding, man. He said he was going to bench the whole thing in front of him. He did. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Let's see. Janosis has so much depth to the show. I think it was an awesome season with a familiar last episode. Yeah, that last episode was definitely familiar. But I enjoyed it. Like I said, I think the fights in season 2 were better, but season 3 was good. But it is time to continue my annual tradition of having Miss Shannon join me on the live for January 1st. So let's bring in the awesome Shannon vlog. Hi, Shannon.
Hello.
Hello. How you been?
Busy, overwhelmed a bit. Yeah. I mean, obviously I haven't really been doing anything on the YouTube. I'm working on other things right now. So there's that kind of fell by the wayside in 2020. And then I have a toddler now, and she's walking, and she's so cute. She's life. So she needs a lot of attention and time, and so Friday's kind of my night. Friday's kind of like, mommy gets some time off so I can do some stuff. But I've been working on my book. And my other blog and my blogs. I'm a writer at heart. I love to write. So that's kind of what I've been up to. First off, I do want to say happy anniversary.
Thank you. Same to you. Ashley, even though she doesn't YouTube anymore, this is also Shannon's YouTube anniversary as well. So that's why we get together every year.
Technically speaking, yeah, that's why we celebrate. Yeah, that's why we celebrate together. Yeah, I've just been working on my book, and I'm just like, I'm just so fascinated by blogging and just what I want to share. I really want people, every single person I think should have a website. Every single person, I don't care what you do, you should have a website. Even if you're like just a member of the regular public, if you have a website that you can link out to from your LinkedIn, and you have like an updated copy of your resume there, and you'll have like maybe some copies of some projects that you work on, as long as you're allowed to share that type of stuff. Depends on where you work. But you can have samples of your writing, different like samples of your work. If you're a creative, you need a website. Any type of creative person needs a website. I don't care if you're YouTubing, doing photography, even if you do it for free right now, even if you're just uploading to like free pick websites and stuff like that, you're just sharing your stuff for free. There's a lot of legitimacy in that, and it's a skill, and not everybody has that skill. So you should have a website where you can share those, hi, I have a skill, and maybe I'm working over here right now, but I'm a great photographer, and you can hire me and pay me like, I don't know, we paid $2,000 a day for our wedding photographer, but I don't know how much photographers make, but I mean, minimum. I was looking at somebody just to take some random photos of me and my baby. It was like $500, and I was like, okay, like, yeah, a little bit, but that's great. Like, good for them that they have that skill, that they are able to charge that kind of money. Great, that's awesome for them. So, if you have any type of thing, so I'm writing a book that's basically literally like, this is how you start a blog. This is the easiest way to do it. This is how you're going to want to do it, so that in the future you can do whatever you want with it. And so that you can have it be secure right off the bat, have it be your own right off the bat, because I learned so much in my many years of blogging that I was like, oh no, I made this mistake, and I have to spend money to fix these issues that I've made for myself by not, frankly, being well enough informed at the time. You know, I was just starting out. I had no idea what I was doing. I was like, I just like to write. Let me start a blog, you know?
All right. Cool.
And now, you know, I can make some money at it, and it's something that I enjoy doing. How's the audio quality, by the way?
Sounds good.
Okay. I just have this little blue raspberry microphone that I'm using. But I've just been really, obsessed with writing right now, and not really producing any YouTube videos. I have ideas, so many ideas, and I can't, I just can't focus on them. I'm really trying to finish this book. I'm like so close, you know, I'm so close to being.
I've been talking about me for the last like 20 minutes. So let's talk more about you. So you, before you were a YouTube content creator, you were a blogger. You have a blog. So that is your first passion, to my understanding. You are a blogger.
I'm a writer at heart.
You're a writer. Mm-hmm. But you did make YouTube videos, and when you were making YouTube videos, they were mostly about Lululemon. And so
That's
you did
what my main blog was about.
So you did that for like 2.5 years or whatever. But then at some point last year, you decided to kind of like put that to the back burner and write your book.
Yeah.
Now, your book is about how to blog, as you just
literally said. How to blog. Yeah. It's literally like blogging. Like the name of my website is Beginner Blogging Basics, and that's going to share the same title as the book. And I was actually making some like really back end, like I haven't made them public, but just YouTube tutorials of literally where to click. That's how easy I want this to be for people, is like tutorials that literally just show me going through the entire process of me signing up for X, Y, and Z service, or me putting these specific plugins on my blog, or me operating these particular plugins. And I want it to be that easy. So I was making some YouTube content for my blog for the book, right? So I was like, but then I was like, you know what? I can't focus on all that. I really want those resources to be there for people. And I've made a few videos, and I will eventually go through it because I have everything recorded. I just need to do the voiceovers. Because in order for me to make this book, I wanted to make sure that I had already gone through all of these processes that I'm telling people to go ahead and go do. You know, I don't want to just talking like, oh, like I know what I'm supposed to do, but I want to make sure that I had already redone it just to make sure that it's still the same as I recall. So I recorded everything, and I want to make some tutorials. And so those were like, when I get back into YouTube, that's going to be sort of like I've already made a few of those videos, but they're only like available via link. Like, so if you get the book, you'll have like, oh, here's some tutorials on how to do some of the stuff that I talk about in the book. And I'm hoping to make everything like a tutorial in video form if you really have a hard time following, like, because everything's in the book too. So it's all written down.
So I got to ask you a question for you. Since you're writing a book about how to blog, and you actually have video tutorials that go with what you are explaining in the book, have you ever thought about making a YouTube channel dedicated to teaching people how to blog?
I have like 5 videos uploaded on that channel because it's a special channel all its own, and it's literally shares the same name.
It already exists. Okay.
Yeah, it already exists. Yeah, so it's gonna be but it's literally gonna be resources dedicated to the book. I want people that get the book to really feel like they got something for like, I'm probably gonna charge like $5 for it. So I'm like, you will get your $5 for it, like, period.
Okay, so let's go beyond the book. Once the book is out in the world and in circulation and things like that, do you think that you will have any plans to maybe expand on that channel?
That channel, maybe. It depends on what, like, if somebody reaches out to me with a question, as people often do on my other blog, people are always reaching out to me with questions about Lululemon. Honestly, usually revolves around authentication. Like, is this fake Lulu or no? You know, I get a lot of those questions. I also get a lot of questions like, can you tell me what style number this is? Which is like, Yep. Okay, cool. Can do. Uh, but if anybody reaches out to me for any questions, and I think it's an intriguing question, I'm probably going to make some type of content around that. I've also thought about doing like video essays. But again, it's just like one of those things where like I have these ideas for things that I would love to be able to do if I had the time to do them. But it's all about like, it's a time crunch. Now my baby's getting a little bit older now and she's becoming more independent. And I mean, she's only 16 months, but whatever. She's becoming more independent. And that's more of like a hopeful thing on my part. And you know, I might be able to find a little bit more time to work on these things. But for now, like my main focus is my book. I'm like so close. Like I'm so close to being done the writing part of it. And I'm just like so excited. But I'm one of those people where I love to do new things. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to start this other blog or I'm going to do this other thing. And I'm like, no, Shannon, focus.
So you say you're close to being done. So when do you think, or I guess the better question is, do you have a target date for being done with the book? And the other question, if you don't have a target date, when do you think the book will be ready to go and put into circulation?
Yeah, I really wanted to get it done by like literally this month. I thought the end of this month I would be able to get it done because it's so close. But I kind of stopped working on it for like a month and a half. But so I guess a month and a half, probably I'm gonna say like late February, early March will be the time where I'm done the writing. I don't know how long formatting the book is going to take. I'm going to have to hire somebody to do that for me. So I don't know what their turnaround time is going to be like, but once I get the formatting out there, I also may or may not commission a new cover. I ordered a cover, I paid somebody money to make me a cover and I don't love it. And I'm just like, oh, should I just get a new cover or what should I do? I don't know. I like it, but I don't love it. And I don't know.
As hard as you've been working on this book, you better get you a cover you love. If you don't like it, you better get another one or find somebody.
I know, but it was like $500 and I don't want to spend it
again. Oh, I feel that pain.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's I don't know. Would I even know what I wanted if it like hit me in the face? Would I even know? Or maybe it's like an amazing cover and I'm just being like super picky or something. I don't know.
You are a creative person. You know what you want, and you will know when it hits you. I think
that's probably true. You're probably right about that.
Mm-hmm. Fiber's right. That's right. Don't put your drink out. Don't do
it. My Castle Life. I actually, so the person who designed the cover. So have a choosing contest for your book. So there's like an actual whole service. It's called, I forget what it's called, but he gave me 4 different covers to choose from and I didn't love any of them, but I put them up on this website where strangers, they'll get like 100 people to give you their first impressions of your book cover. And the one that won, I thought should be the one that won. So it was the best one of the 4. And as far as having a contest goes, there's always 99 designs, which is where I'm thinking of going. So 99 designs, it's about the same price, I think, like $400 or $500. And you run a contest and people will design covers for you. So it's pretty cool, actually.
That is cool. So your book is almost done. You're still working on the book. You're dealing with a toddler. That's always precious. But in the background, on the back burner, you still got your Lululemon YouTube channel, which you kind of optimized last year. Because I remember you were doing all types. You were doing all types of content on that channel, but then you kind of streamlined it to be just a Lululemon channel, and then you made an offshoot channel for Magic the Gathering. Talk to us about that.
So I started doing that, and then to be perfectly honest with you, and I don't want to be controversial. I don't know if anybody in here plays the game, but it has not been going well for them. They had a record year of bannings. Where they have to ban cards because they're like too powerful or they take over the game entirely. You can't have one card be like auto include for every single deck, where it's just I don't want to be like, oh, they ruined the game, but they had to ban like 19 cards, which is unheard of. They also had this whole controversy about these particular cards that they printed. It just made it kind of like a not fun experience anymore. So I literally, I'll be honest with you, I have still been collecting. Like I still love the game, but it was so frustrating of an experience to watch what was going on that I felt myself because I filmed some videos, of course I did. I felt myself just being bitter and angry. And I was like, why do I feel this way? And why am I expressing it in my video? I don't want to be that kind of channel. Like, it's okay to be spicy and like a little bit, you know, saucy or whatever. But I don't want to be like in my videos actively being like, this is making me angry. Like, so I just didn't want to be like, I don't want to be that guy that's like shows up every time and be like, hey, like, so they banned this card. That's great. Now it's worth not like, because these cards are actually worth money. Believe it or not, go do some Googling of the MTG finance community. These cards are worth some money, like $30 sometimes, and then they get banned and then they're worth nothing. And like, it's just, it makes some people mad. I'm not super mad about that kind of stuff, but it, like when it gets the community riled up, that's what upsets me, because we lose players. You know, apparently we have 10 million players in this game. I don't know about that. They also say 50% of them are women. Also questionable. But sorry, it's like super sus. Like it's pretty much like 3%. But you know, apparently we have all these players and they're losing a lot of them because of all the bannings and all. Like, so if you spend $400 or $500 to make a deck, and then this card gets banned and now you have to make a whole new deck, well, you just wasted $500. I mean, essentially.
Ooh, that doesn't sound like fun, not at all.
So it wasn't fun anymore. So I hope that next year, I mean, really my true hope is that next year I can get back into that, because it like just emotionally it was so fulfilling. I really enjoyed making the content until I started getting bitter with the game. I get just a little bit.
Yeah, that does not sound like fun. If they're making it more difficult and convoluted for you to enjoy the experience, that's not a good look at all.
Yeah. So I mean, these things, they come and go kind of thing. So I don't know. I think if I did restart doing like actual YouTube, I probably, I really wanted to do more personal stories. I have all sorts of like crazy stories of stuff that happened to me. And I really enjoyed posting those, but I'm like,
I love those.
That's not what people really wanted to see from me, because of like, basically my channel was kind of based around Lululemon. So people didn't want to see that stuff. And it was kind of like, well, I don't want to put it out there if nobody's interested,
Damn that. I watched those videos. I enjoyed the story.
I know. Like, I'm telling you, I have some crazy stories, right? Like, I do. I have some crazy, even stuff that I have never told anybody, like outside of friends and stuff like that I really wanted to put up there. But I didn't want to muddy the waters. I was really trying to stay like, okay, we're going to talk. This is going to be a Lululemon channel now. That's it. Like, so I did my hauls. I did my, like, this is what I think of. And I did my collection videos, which people like seeing the collection videos. Yeah.
All right, you all.
I think I have probably the largest collection in the US or something. I'm not sure. I'm not, don't quote me on that, but I
all right, yeah. Chat, we have an objective tonight. Our objective tonight is to get Shannon to tell one of her Shannon stories on stream tonight. We doing that. We're doing that.
Well, I was thinking about, and I asked my husband if I could tell the story about how we met, because it's kind of like a showstopper story. People often.
I think you've told the story before, haven't you? I feel like
I don't know. Not on my channel and not publicly.
I feel like I've heard the story before. Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. Did I tell you?
I know you guys met in Vegas. I mean,
we did meet in Vegas. Okay, so I did tell you because you're my friend, so I told you. But I don't.
But they don't know the story, so
no, they don't.
Maybe we can get into that. Shout out to Alan Osborne for the super chat, though. Thank you, Alan. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
So if you are comfortable telling the story, we can definitely listen to that, because that's an interesting story. That's definitely an interesting story for real.
Yeah. So it's one of my favorite stories, and it's a story that I can tell.
That's right.
And I did ask my husband if it was okay for me to tell the story tonight. So, Viper exclusive Genosis. I mean, yeah, pretty much. So, I don't know if I should tell the long version or the short version.
We don't do anything short here on Friday Night Fight.
That's fair. That's fair. I've seen Jason and Roberto on here a few times.
you know how we do here. You know how we do.
Yeah, they don't do short.
We don't do short here.
So basically, I was in Vegas and I was there by myself. I was maybe supposed to go with somebody, but they canceled on me last minute, and I'd already paid for my plane ticket and my hotel room. So I was like, I'm going to Vegas by myself, baby. So I was like uber independent. I didn't even care. I had gone to Argentina by myself, you know, in my early 20s too. So I was like, okay, whatever, it's Vegas. Like, I think I can handle it. So I booked a bunch of shows and I had a great time. And it was a Saturday night. So I'd already been there for like a week. And I was so like, I can't tell you, like, I'm by myself in Vegas. And I did go out. I had a great time. And I would go to bars, and obviously, like, I'm by myself. I'm approachable. And so, you know, men would come up to me and offer to buy me a drink or whatever. And I would always have like the same line for them. I'm like, hey, like, just so you know, I'm not that type of girl. I don't, you know, right? Like, I'm by myself. They probably think, you know, whatever they think. And some guys were super nice, and they'd be like, no problem, but you know, I'm here for a certain reason and I'm gonna go now. And I'm like, that's great. And then other guys were like super mean, and like one of them, like, actually a few of them were not quite nice to me, and one of them even like called me a B just because, and they didn't even buy me a drink. That one didn't even buy me a drink. I like told them straight up before he even paid for anything for me. And like, I was like, what? Okay, like, what is up with this? And it's like just like the exemplification of my experience over the last like 4 years or something of me trying. Like, obviously every girl like wants, like, when they're young, right, they want their next boyfriend to be like, we're gonna get married and it's gonna be, you know what I mean? And I was so like that. I was like this hopeless romantic, and I thought, like, you know, I could do anything. And one second.
Right, gotta get the drinking on. That's right. Let's go.
And it's Lululemon Expert, Dayton Pruitt. I hope I said that right. LululemonExpert.com. But I was just like, I was just enamored with this idea of like falling in love and, you know, all this stuff. And Vegas was not doing it for me. They were like not very nice to me there. And it just was like this experience that I had back home too. Like, guys would approach me and would be like, I want one thing and that's it. And I was like, you know, I just felt that way. You know, I think a lot of girls feel that way. So I was at the club, and because I'm just going to skip ahead. I spent the day gambling at the Queens, which I love downtown. And I spent the day gambling. I was playing craps there, and I love craps. I'm really good at it, I think, anyways. And I was spending the day there, and I ended up just drinking with these like frat boys, I guess. There was a bunch of them. They were just chill. They were super cool guys, and they were like, hey, do you want to like come back, like come over, like we're going out for drinks later. We have this table at I think it's called Excess. It's a bar in Vegas. It's in the what is that casino? It's the really nice one. It's a really nice one. It's the Wynn. It's or right next to there. Anyways. Oh, thank you, Viper. I see you. See, link in my blog. You got me. So I also have my personal blog at shannonblogs.com where I talk about random my personal life. But just mostly like what's going on right now. Anyways, so I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll come by, you know, whatever. Like, I'm just drinking with these guys all day playing craps. It's great. So I was like, all right. So I'm in the line for this club, and it's a really, really, really nice, like popular club in Vegas. And the line is 40 minutes long. Like it's a really, really long line. And every time the bouncers like come walking down the line, and they're like, they point at the guys in the line. They're like, you, bye, like all the guys, like, they're just like, you're wearing sandals, get out of here. You're wearing shorts, get out of here. Like, they're very like, the girls were fine, I guess, but like guys, they were like very like, I mean, that's kind of the way bars work, right?
Pretty much.
So I didn't see those guys that I was looking for there, but I was in line behind this other group of people, and most of them were wearing like flip flops and shorts. So, you know, they were not dressed in the proper attire. But there was this one guy, and he was wearing a suit, and he looked very nice.
Did y'all see that? Did you? Shannon out here being thirsty.
I mean, he was cute. He was cute. I'll give him that. So, yeah, he was cute. So I just started talking to him, and it was literally a 40-minute line. So he was there with all his friends who were there for a dodgeball tournament. A dodgeball tournament. Okay. So they were all in sandals and stuff. They just gotten out of this tournament. And he went upstairs and like properly attired himself. And yeah. And so we were just talking. And by the time we get to the front of the line, it's literally been a half an hour. And we get to the front of the line. And the bouncer looks at me and he's like, "You're too drunk for Vegas. Go home." He literally said that to me.
Wow.
And so this guy that I had met says, "Oh, like, let me pay her cover," which was like, I think $20 or something. And like, I'll buy her water all night. And the bouncer looks at me and he's like, "Okay." So he lets him pay my cover and buy me water all night. And these are like tiny little pieces, like Fiji waters. They're like $10 for I'd gone through 3 of them before I got to my speech about like, "Hey, just so you know, I'm not that kind of girl." Thanks for like the 3 bottles of $10 water and paying my cover charge. But he looked at me like clutching his pearls, like, "I was just having a good time talking to you. Do you just want to hang out?" Like, and I was like, "This is like the sweetest guy I ever met." Because he's interested in what I have to say. It's fascinating how that works, you know. Like, if you maybe can just fake it, even like.
See, gentlemen, there is the secret sauce right there. You have to talk to the women, okay?
Yeah, you have to talk just be like, "Huh?" Like, just something. Like, give us something, you know. So after like what felt like a lifetime of like guys just being like categorically, I don't know, just like, I mean, I don't want to be like they weren't interested in what I had to say, because I'm fairly entertaining, to be perfectly honest. But I think they just wanted the one thing, and that was it for me. So that's and that's their prerogative. And for the most part, like, sometimes it's like, well, at least they were honest, kind of thing. Other times they weren't so honest. Just saying. So he was just like, "Oh, like, let's just talk." And I was like, "Oh, that's so nice." And we ended up just chatting all night. And I like, by the time we were done the night, I was like, "Just so you know, like, I'm like, even though like I was pretty, I mean, I was still a little bit inebriated, we'll say that." And meanwhile, he was trying to catch up, because, like, get to my level, because he hadn't drank anything yet, because he was at the dodgeball tournament. So he's doing shots of, I think, like, Fireball. So, yeah. So, I slept on the couch or something. I don't remember. But anyways, next day rolls around and he's like, "So what are you doing today?" And I was like, "I don't know." He's like, "You want to come hang out with me and my friends?" And I was like, "All right." So we're at this really, like, it's a really nice hotel, and there's like this like pool. And so, we ended up like having breakfast together. And, on the way down the elevator, I was like, "Hey, what's your name?" Wait.
Time out. So you've been all night with the guy, whatever, been like 40 minutes in line, and you never got his name until the next day?
I don't remember. I'm sure he told me at one point.
Yes! This is the Vegas story right here. I'm here for this content.
So yeah, we get downstairs, we have a lovely breakfast. It's whatever. We hang out all day, and then my flight is like that night at 7 p.m. So he takes me to the airport. Like, he's such a gentleman, this guy, like such a gentleman. Takes me to the airport, like holds my bags, like just like super nice, wants to see me off, And then I get to the terminal and the girl's like, ma'am, your flight was at 7 a.m. It's 7 p.m. You are a full ass 12 hours late for your flight. Like, and I was like, oh, that sucks. So I just marched my little butt over to the next terminal, and I'm like, all right, I need to like adjust this ticket for me. So I pay my little fee, and I'm I'm like, all right, well, it looks like I'm spending another night, and really had no choice. I had to stay at his place again because I didn't have anywhere to stay. And so he had a roommate, and she stayed somewhere else, and I got to take her place, and I stayed at his place again. And then no, people are interested. Nothing happened. like I think we had kissed by now. Like, we definitely, I forget what point it was.
Oh, something happened.
Yeah, like we had definitely kissed at this point. Like, I'm not gonna be like, but sorry, I'm like thinking ahead because it's literally my favorite story, right? So I'm like,
we are here for it.
So stay at his place again. Hey, like, do you want to hang out? Of course. Like, let's do something. So we go down to the pool, and it's like 11 in the morning or 12 or something. And obviously we're getting wasted because it's Vegas. So I'm feeding him like Jack Daniels. He's feeding me Fireballs. Yeah, we're having a good time at the pool bar. It was awesome. I had a fantastic time. And his friends were there. And so we're all hanging out together, just having a good time. And then all of a sudden, this guy comes over, like this guy. And this is the only part of the story where my husband and I disagree about a detail. And I think that the guy had 3 teeth, and he thinks the guy was missing 3 teeth. So, but he came over and he said exactly this way. He said, y'all should get married or something. Probably wouldn't last, but at least it'd be fun. Like, that's in my best Southern accent, but that's exactly what he said and how he said it.
Wow.
And I was like, oh my God, how Vegas-y would that be? And my husband was like, well, I suppose we could look into it. So we went upstairs back to the room and looked up annulment laws for 3 hours to try and make sure that, we're not getting ourselves in anything we can't get out of easily. And most judges will grant an annulment within 1 year. And you don't even have to come. You just hire a Vegas lawyer and they'll get the annulment for you. Some judges will do it up to 2 years. And all you have to do is, hire yourself a lawyer, and it would be a spousal abandonment, because I will have gone back to where I was from, and he would gone back to where he was from. So, yeah. So we looked up annulment laws, and fortunately, the Vegas Marriage License Bureau is open until 8 p.m. on Mondays. So, so we got our little marriage license, and I actually paid for it. I paid for the wedding. Okay. Just saying, bit of a girl boss over here. And it was only $60-$80 for the license. And then we went to get a cab, and the cab driver was like, oh my God, you have to go to this drive-through wedding place. And he was our witness. And he's like, he runs in and he's like, oh, good, my favorite priest is working. So he takes us around, and we got married at the drive-through in a taxi van for, I think it was like $80. And honest to goodness, that priest was really good. It was one of the more moving speeches I've ever heard. And now I get to tell my daughter that I waited till I was married.
Okay. Now it's time for the Viper recap. So let me
Oh God.
get this straight.
Fair
So
trade.
let me get this straight. So you traveled off to Las Vegas by yourself.
Yes.
You met your waiter. You were trying to get into a club. The line was 40 minutes long. You happened to meet your future husband in this line. You spent a couple of nights with him. You ended up missing your flight because you showed up 12 hours late. Had to
Oops.
stay with this guy again. And then somehow, because of divine intervention or whatever the case may be, you ended up getting married to this man because some random stranger came up to y'all and said you should get married. Do I have all of it right?
Yes.
Wow.
I just thought it was, I thought, honestly, I thought it would just be a fun story, right? I love to say yes. That's like my favorite thing to say. And if I ever write a book about my life, it will literally, like, it will have a chapter in it about just saying yes to people, just saying yes to opportunities. The number of people that I've met and the number of stories that they've told me, and then just all this stuff that's ever happened to me has happened to me because I love to say yes. So I just thought it'd be a fun story. I never was like, oh, yes, this is gonna last for sure.
Okay. Shannon. Let's pull the reins back a little bit. Okay, saying yes is one thing, Shannon. But we talked about marrying somebody you just met. You had to have some type of apprehension, trepidation, just alarm bell going off before you agreed to this ceremony and this thing, right?
Not at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I have like really good radar for people. So he didn't set any alarm bells for me at all as a person. He was there with a bunch of friends too, and they were all really like good people too. So it's kind of like who you surround yourself with as well. And the only thing that I was worried about was getting like locked into this thing that I actually had no intention of, like I wasn't like, oh yeah, this is gonna work out, you know. So I just don't want to get like legally, trapped in marriage when I just,
Okay.
it wouldn't have been that expensive either, like a couple $100 to get annulment.
So now I have to ask, how long have you been married?
About 8 years.
Holy Lord, y'all. So this random serendipitous encounter in Las Vegas where she got married to her husband, and it has lasted 8 whole years and still going. And now they have a child together. If that's not destiny and divine intervention or whatever you want to call it, I don't know what is.
What's the most ridiculous thing, actually? Well, one of them, right, is that I'm like his mother is so much like me. Like we're literally like the same person. Like we're so much alike. It's so weird, but I love her, and we're literally like we're so much alike. It's insane. Like we get along way too well. But like it's not like it wasn't hard. Like there's been like ups and downs, like any marriage, I don't want to be like, oh, it's this perfect, like happily ever after, because that doesn't exist. You know, there's always going to be ups and downs, and like things were really hard for sometimes, like especially when we were dealing with immigration. I can't tell you, the number of times I cried over it, or like the number of times that I've had difficulties. It's just like there's just always going to be like, some sort of stressor, and it's never like perfect, right? But it's something that I'm very grateful for that happened to me in my life. And yeah, I think.
So you just said you had to deal with immigration. I'm like, huh? But then I just realized you are actually, or I don't know if you still are, but you are from Canada. You are a Canadian citizen.
Yes.
So I'm guessing now you have dual citizenship. I'm guessing, right?
I have a green card, so I'm probably going to go for my citizenship. I'm eligible for it, but it's just like it's so much paperwork. It's not even like, yes, it's like a few $1,000s or whatever, but it's not even that at this point. It's so much paperwork. Like I don't even have time to focus on like the things that I need to be focusing on. If I have to do all this paperwork, like. It's just too much.
504 with the comment of the night right there.
He was so nice, though. He was such a great guy. I mean, he seemed nice. I don't know.
I mean, we need to like find this man. This dude is like some type of miracle worker or something. We need to find him.
Maybe he's like a shaman, like from the future.
or maybe maybe he was like God himself in human disguise or something. I don't know, but damn, that's quite the story, Shannon. Wow, that's amazing.
Oh my God, Michael Pepper, so savage.
Wow, like that is savage, bro. Wow. Well, I'm just glad it all worked out for you. I mean, I've seen the way you look at your husband, so I know that it's real. So
Yeah, he's like this perfect combination of like sweet and smart, and I love his ambition. He has a lot of the qualities that I just generally like, so
I mean, I would hope so. You married the man, so you better
yeah.
have the quality.
Yeah, I stay, it's funny how, like, because there's this whole other like part of it. Like, we had a lot of stuff to do, like between the intervening, like between me being there and then just like sort of randomly meeting this person, and me, now I live here and I have like nice, like, or my green card, whatever. And yeah, there was a lot. But I also like Michael's idea for a TV show, Say Yes to the Marriage. That's 504. Yes, you should visit Vegas, but not just to meet like girls that for whatever reason have to be traveling on their own. Which
No,
I
not
think
at
was
all.
the worst decision. Honestly, that was the worst decision, was me going by myself. Like, I will never do that again. It was like overall not great. Let's say that. Not a good idea, honestly. Ethnic. He paid for 3 waters. Fair trade. Fair trade. Fair trade. Yeah, yeah. No, I was I was like super, super independent. I was always buying him stuff too. I don't know why. I did not like letting guys buy stuff for me at that point. I was very like, no, let me pay for dinner. I was really like that because I did not want to, like, honestly, I just felt like, oh yeah, now I owe you something or something. At least that's the way I always made, like, I felt like I was made to feel that way. I don't know why. That's just the way I felt. So, and he was like one of the first ever people to not make me feel that way. Like, I don't know.
So I don't know about y'all, but I'm having a blast talking to Shannon about Shannon. This is kind of awesome. So I'm going to continue. So
I'm too invested in the story to make comments.
Yeah, hey, we were riveted, man. We were locked down. We were ready to rock and roll with this one. This was good stuff.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
So some of y'all might be aware, I'm aware, but our girl Shannon here has not 1, not 2, but 3 degrees. So would you like to tell us a story about how you came into having not 1, not 2, but 3 college degrees?
You just have to have money. I don't want to be like a jerk. I don't think anybody that can't afford to go to school should go to school. I'm I'm passionate about this, Viper. Why do you make me talk about it? I'm passionate about it. Me and Roberto will get into this all. Like,
No, we're not getting into that.
I know you asked me how I get 3 degrees, but right. Literally. Okay, sorry. Go ahead. It's your show.
No,
sorry.
I'm just like, talk about the degree that you have and why you got those particular degrees. I don't want to get to the education weed and all that crap. No. I just want to know why you.
I know, but here's the thing. And his next book, From Stranger to Marriage. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Michael is making me laugh so hard. I wish I was actually that creative with my YouTube comments. But no, okay. So, I mean, my first degree, I always wanted to go to college. Everybody tells you have to go to college. I'm going to try not to get into it, but I was like, this is my way out. Like, I know, like my background, my history, like my family's super poor, like they work at Walmart, we've been homeless, like all this stuff. And I was like, I have to go to school. Or else I'm just that was like my goal in life, was don't be poor. Like, because it's miserable when you don't know where your next meal is coming from, when you get your lights shut off, you get your phone cut off because you can't, but at least then the bill collectors can't call you. Don't get me started. So I was like, that's not going to be my life, period. So I was like, all right, so how can I go to school? I applied for university out of high school, and I got the acceptance letter. And I remember like crying because I couldn't afford the $20,000. They were like, oh, it's going to be this much a semester or something like that. I forget. And this is in Canada. Like, But they told you like a full breakdown, like this is how much tuition is, this is how much lodging is, this is how much. And I was like, I can't afford that. And nobody ever even told me that student loans existed. So I actually didn't even know that there was a such thing as student loans.
Wow.
So I was like, and it cost me $300 to apply to university, which I put on a credit card because I was like, I can't even afford to apply. So I was like, okay, I got into the program that I wanted to get into, which was actually linguistics. I speak like a few languages, so I'm kind of like fascinated by it, but I'm not.
Yes. You got 3 degrees and you speak multiple languages? Okay.
Yeah, obviously I speak French because I'm Canadian. We like have to.
I did not know multiple languages. I did not know that.
Yeah, I speak. My French is like really good. Half my family's French, and then my Spanish is pretty good because my French is good, and also like my ex-boyfriend was Argentino, and I've been to Argentina a couple of times for a few months, and then I learned some German. My German is terrible. And obviously, like I spent a few years in college studying Chinese, and I went to Wuhan in 2015 to study Chinese for 2 months.
If that sounds familiar to y'all, that should sound familiar to y'all because Wuhan is the supposed birthplace of a certain.
So that will be not named. Yes.
Yeah, the third terrible 2020 occurrence that shall not be named on the live stream. But yeah, that's interesting. Wow.
Good things come in threes.
Y'all are crazy out here. I'm here for it.
So I went to actually at the time I was dating this guy who had like a college, like a community college degree thing, and it was in business, and he had gotten a job at a bank, and I was like, that's good enough for me. I'll take a job at a bank. And so I was like, all right, I'm gonna go study business at the local community college. And it was a 3-year program. I did very well. I graduated in top 7% or something. They don't tell you your class rank in Canada. Actually, they didn't tell me when I went to college again here. They didn't tell me my class rank, but they don't tell you in Canada. I just know that like there was this many summa cum laudes and like this many people in the class. So that's how I know it was top 7%. Anyways, yeah, so I did very well. And then I didn't get a job. I don't know. I feel like I didn't know the right people or wasn't the right time. Yeah, so that didn't really work out. Just kept doing my thing, working and doing what I could. And my boyfriend at the time was working too. So he was actually trying to be a cop. And anyways, that whole thing happened.
So your first degree was in business?
Yes, it was actually a business with a concentration in international business.
Okay.
So, and then when I came here, I felt very strongly that I wasn't done my education. So I wanted to get a full university, like full 4-year college, not just community college degree. So I came here to study business. I already had they were going to give me full credits. So I had 2 years of credits coming in. They had a minimum, you had to complete at least half your degree at that college for them to give you a degree there. So I had my full 2 years, and no, it was Fiji water, Michael. So, oh my God. I really need to stop reading the comments because they're so funny. But yeah, so I felt like my schooling wasn't done. So I was like, all right, well, I'm going to take business, but I really wanted to, but okay, no, what happened was the advisor council said, I've seen really good results coming out of this program mixed with this program. And it was the international business program mixed with the Asian studies program. And I was like, I started learning Chinese back when I was still in Canada. I had a tutor, and I've just been so interested in the Chinese market because I know, like, obviously we import a lot from there. So I was like, I can get a job working at an import export company, something like that. So that's fantastic. Like, I live in Memphis. Hello, FedEx is here, right? So, so I was like, all right, let me do that. And then, I got into this international studies sort of thing. And then I was like, all right, well, let me get a degree in international studies too. And then I got really into like the political science portion. And I was like, hey, let me get a degree in political science too. So.
Okay. So she got a degree in business, international studies, and political science.
Yeah. well, it's international business, and then one of my degrees is in international business. One of my degrees is in Asian studies, and one of my degrees is double major in international studies and political science with a minor in Mandarin Chinese. That's the extent of my educational credentials.
You got 3 degrees, and one of them is adult. Holy God.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, my Lord. Holy Lord. Not to mention she had the minor in Mandarin. Oh,
yeah.
The hell with Gal Gadot? You might as well be the real Wonder Woman. Jesus Christ. What? Wow.
Well, no, it's just a matter of, I'm not going to discount my intelligence. I'm like,
you know damn well I wouldn't even let you do it if you tried.
I don't like saying that, though. I don't like being like, well,
you don't have to like it. I will highlight it.
Oh my God, Michael, I actually thought about doing like an FBI thing or something for a little while. I thought like, it'd be great is working like, I would love to like work for like an ambassador or something too. That'd be amazing.
Damn.
It'd be amazing. But I don't know. Maybe if one of my political science friends gets a like cabinet position, I can be appointed, something like that.
Y'all see what I'm dealing with tonight? Do y'all see what I'm up against? Do y'all see what I'm dealing with? The beautiful thing about Shannon is that she loves to be modest with me, and I don't have any of it. And then she understands that I'm not gonna have any of it. So she understands that she needs to like
this brings me to something Roberto was saying on Twitter, and he was talking about the function of luck, and basically there is none, and that you have to
you said luck.
He says that there's basically no such real thing as luck, and then you just have to work hard, and you get where you're going. And I said, well, Roberto, I feel like I have been very lucky, and I do feel like that. But I was, somebody else said something to me on Twitter, and I forget who it was, but they were like, you really need to give yourself more credit. And I was like, they're right, and so I still haven't like texted or messaged Roberto back or anything like that. But like, I wanted to tell him like, you know what, like, yes, I did get very lucky. Obviously, like, I actually did get lucky. Like, I literally met my husband in Vegas. Okay, so let's like, but there's a lot of stuff that went into even making. Oh.
Yeah, she is. Yes, she is.
There's a lot of stuff that went into making that happen. Like, I could have just, I could have been like, taking the loss, take the L, cancel the plane ticket. I'd rather just work and make some money or something. Or, you have to be like somewhat intelligent to be like, hey, let's go look up annulment laws. Like,
Don, will you tell her again, Don, for the people in the back?
Yeah, it's very true. Yeah. That's exactly right. Like, and I've always said this, I believe a good man makes his own luck. I've always said that. It's a quote from my favorite movie, which is Casino. It's like literally my favorite movie, which is hilarious because it's been my favorite movie since I was 9. Which like gives away my age a little bit, but so I just, I really need to give myself a little bit more credit because none of this stuff would not have happened if I wouldn't frankly have been as smart as I am, and also just say yes. Just try to say yes as often as you can, because the number of people and number of experiences that I've had are a function of the number of times I've been able to say yes in my life. And I've said no to some things, okay? I said no to going backstage at a Nickelback concert because it was Nickelback. And I was like, no thanks, I'd rather work.
So basically what you're saying is that if it was somebody like Pearl Jam or AC/DC, you would have went backstage.
Oh yeah. I mean,
the shade being thrown. Hold on, y'all. We gotta hit the button tonight. Oh, shots fired on the podcast. Shots fired out here. Oh man, poor Nickelback. Poor Nickelback.
I don't know. I was just like, no, thanks. I'm good.
Like, hell no, damn man.
But
yeah, I agree. You should
just say yes.
Give yourself more credit. You deserve it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I just I always say, like, though, the number one reason why people say they didn't finish school is always like it's a function of cost, right? So because I was literally blessed, like my husband paid for my education. right? Like not the first time. The first time I paid for myself, but I had to work really hard, obviously, to try and do that. But my husband paid for it the second time. I mean, I was doing 7 classes a semester, which they don't actually let you do. You have to apply to be able to do that. But I was taking 7 classes a semester. I was working really hard. I worked through summers. I always did summer school. I finished in, I want to say 2.5 or 3 years, all of those degrees.
Wait, what? 2.5 years for all those degrees?
Yeah. Jeez. And I'm like 2 classes away from an econ degree too.
Are you human? I mean, are you an android? I'm wondering now.
Does not compute.
I don't know, y'all. I'm talking to like a super brain tonight, y'all. This is new to me. 2 years? Wow. I mean, I knew you were incredible, but this shit is crazy.
I love to learn. I love school, and yeah, I graduated literally at the top of my class for one of my degrees. That's like the number one I'm proud of, because like it was the one where I had to learn Chinese for it. So it was my Asian studies degree, and like they factor in your Chinese grades, and like it's like a class of like 50 or 60, and it's like summa cum laude, and then like my name, and then like everybody else's names.
I mean, I'm not surprised having knowing you and talking to you. I'm not surprised at all. But you know what? Let's get a little bit real, Shannon. Let's get real and raw here on the live stream tonight.
Oh, God.
So you have 3 degrees. You're a very, very brilliant woman. But let's ask the hard question.
Mm-hmm.
In your everyday, real, actual life, how much have you put those 3 degrees to use?
That's a very good question. And I feel like I was talking to some people about this the other day. I often have these discussions because I feel that getting a college degree is literally just a ticket to a job interview, and you have to have everything else perfect, or else like you're not going to get the job. And I would discourage anyone from pursuing degrees beyond what they really need, if that's what they want to. If obviously, like if you have the money, do whatever you want. You know, go to Yale, like, you know, do whatever you want. But if you're just a regular human, like that, I felt like, you know, I was when I went to college the first time and I didn't have any like actual money, then just get what you barely need, because you don't use it in your regular life for the most part. I'll be honest, like sometimes, so this is getting back to that conversation I was having with some friends. And I was saying like, oh man, I have all these credentials and I don't like, you know, and I also, not only do I not, I'm having a hard time with this because I'm thinking about my personal experience, about whether or not I personally use my degrees in my everyday life. And I would say sometimes yes, because I end up talking about China, or I end up talking about political science-y stuff, or I end up talking about international stuff and business. I'm always talking about business, and I'm always drawing on my educational experience. But that's the point, is that most people don't put as much effort. Most people are not necessarily going out of their way to make sure that they get A's in every class, and that they go above and beyond what the professor is expecting of them to make sure that they get that grade. And they don't learn as much, perhaps, as I did, because I went and put that extra effort in. And that's what my friends were saying, which is why it's so difficult for me to say that, because, you know, I don't like to toot my own horn kind of thing. I don't. So I'm very.
That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here.
So
that's interesting.
WWF.
So you feel like you use them a little. You use your degrees a little bit, but by and large, not too much, right?
Yeah, not too much. And frankly, like when I got jobs, I've worked before.
Of course.
So I worked in like corporate America, and I had really good jobs. I liked my jobs, but they didn't draw my experience in school whatsoever, I would say, at all. I learned a lot of new softwares. That's something I would recommend to people. Get Salesforce certified. You know, learn SEO. Learn tangible skills. Okay, skills with a Z. You know,
it's funny that we're having this conversation because I told you guys I have a degree in physics, but I if you ask me how much I've used the degree since I got it, like what, 15 years ago now? No, actually, no, 17 years ago I got my degree. 17 years ago. Not much. I mean, I don't really regret it, but if you ask me truthfully, I haven't really used the physics degree that much. But there are some things that you learn in college, like through the basic general curriculum, that you do use in everyday life, like just basic logic and reasoning and being able to analyze situations and things like that, and
I
math.
feel like people don't even learn that. I feel like people are not trying to, at least in my experience, people aren't really trying to become critical thinkers.
No, oh God, not today. God, no. No, you can
And I think that's so unfortunate because it's one of, oh my God, savage scientists. Have you thought it's one of the most important things you can possibly learn to do. If you can learn how to critically think about things and not just use your emotions to, to filter the things that you're seeing,
yes,
you will be so much better off. Okay, so have you ever thought about coding? Okay, so let me tell you about my self-esteem issues.
oh,
Oh my God. So I literally, when I graduated, sorry, one second. When I graduated college the second time, having 3 degrees and being at the top of my class and winning an award for some other thing. Anyways, I also did an internship. I had a great internship on my resume. And I literally was like, nobody's going to hire me. Nobody will like me. Nobody's going to hire me. You better learn how to code because you are done for. Like, I literally thought that. So as soon as I graduated college, in addition to applying for jobs, I also signed up for like Treehouse, and like I completed level 1 or something. And I was like, I could do this HTML thing. So it's not fun. I didn't think it was like super fun, but I felt like I was doing okay. But yes, have I thought about coding? It's like literally my backup plan after I graduate college.
Yeah, a lot of people talk about coding and definitely learning how to code. If you can't really do anything or you don't want to do anything else, coding will definitely get you through. And that's true. I mean, especially the way of the world and how technologically advanced the world is today, coding will get anybody through if you can figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
But going back to what I was saying about not really using my physics degree per se, it is interesting because, as you guys know, as I explained earlier, I have now been on YouTube for 3 years. And when people hear the term YouTuber, they just think, oh, you sit in front of a camera, record, upload video, blah, 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 blah. But as any creator will tell you, there is so much more that goes into being a YouTuber. And I put out a tweet back on the 29th of December, and I got it right here in front of me, about different things that entail being a YouTuber, what YouTubers actually do. So some of the things I put down: videographer, editor, marketing, merchandising, promoting, graphic design, collaboration, content creation, and then other people chimed in with a bunch of other stuff. So even though we're YouTubers, there is so much more that goes into being an actual content creator, especially if you are doing this full time. And these are skills that I didn't really learn in a classroom. These are skills that I learned on the job for the past 3 years. I didn't know how to edit a video before I started making videos. I didn't know how to like do proper lighting and all that stuff before I started making videos. I learned this stuff through trial and error.
I still don't know how to do proper lighting.
It's true.
Still don't know how to do proper lighting. Clearly, I need a box over here. There's like shadows.
You don't.
But yeah, no, I need to practice like my script writing a lot better because I feel like I go off on such tangents, like just extemporaneously. What is that word? Extemporaneously. I think that's the word.
There you go.
Big words.
Hey, I'm here for it. I am here for it. I understand some of them, not all of them. I understand some of them. But it's like I said, there's so much to go on that goes into being a creator. And I know a lot of like education people probably don't want to hear this, especially they work in like education and schooling and things like that. But you can learn a lot of things without ever like leaving your house. Just turn on your computer, go on to YouTube and search how to do such and such. You'll find it on YouTube. You'll find it on Google. It's out there. There is so much information, free information that is out there for you if you choose to take the time to learn it. It's out there. I
also don't get the whole Wikipedia isn't a good source thing. It's actually a great source. Like it's not always correct. Like it's not always correct, but they always have the sources listed. So something that I would do when I was in school is I would go to Wikipedia as my first, like this is my first stop, and then I would go and look at their sources, and then I would cite their sources.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you got to think about what Wikipedia is. Wikipedia is just an aggregation of people like adding their facts and ideas to whatever topic is on hand. So,
and it's also heavily moderated. Like they have like people that say like, no, this is not right, and they'll just erase your whatever you wrote. And
yeah. So Wikipedia is actually, like Shannon said, it's a good source to go for information. Definitely. Science, like I said, I got my physics degree 17 years ago, and most of the stuff I probably forgot. So that's not happening. I mean, I know the basic stuff, man, but most of the advanced stuff, I probably don't know that stuff anymore. I forgot about that stuff.
I wish I had those kind of math skills. I'm like more of a talker, less of a mather. Like I had to take Calc 3 or something like that for my business degree.
Oh, wow.
So like I tell you what, you take it in the summer with all the other people that failed in the fall. Right? I didn't fail in the fall, but I was like, if you take it over the summer, you'll be with other people who aren't as good at math as maybe you should be for somebody who's seeking a business degree. Mm-hmm. And they can't fail all of us.
So recapping, like I said, I knew you had 3 degrees. What I did know is that you knew multiple languages. So you know French, you know Spanish,
yeah,
and you know Mandarin.
Yeah, those are my 3 like ones that I actually list on my resume.
Shit. God damn.
Yeah.
You realize you could be pretty much hired anywhere with your background, right?
Oh yeah, no, I get I mean people still reach out to me. That's how like people from my old jobs will reach out to me and be like, hey, you or people that interviewed me 2 years ago, they're like, hey, and I'm like, oh, so unfortunate I can't say yes. Like I really want to say yes. One of the places had like the office was like mahogany, like really not like, and I'm like, man, I would love to work in that office. You get your own like this heavy door, you know, and nice old furniture, but and like obviously good salary. But I was like, I can't. I have this little baby girl, and she needs me, and she needs all my skills.
Indeed.
Probably, I don't know. Not really, but yeah, no, yeah, it just I've had a lot of really interesting experiences, I think, and I was happy to share, you know.
Oh, I'm glad that you're here to share them. Like this has been a much more livelier live stream than I anticipated. I am here for it. This has been amazing. Thank you. You know I love having you on. You've been running away from me.
I do, and I don't know why. Like I don't feel like
I don't know why.
I don't go with any of like I don't match with any of your like.
Have you not been paying attention for the past 3 years? Like I don't like always have like techie people on the live stream.
Yeah, I know. We need to do another ladies' night too.
Yes. We will do that. Hopefully sometime in January. I will put that together.
Ladies,
and you got to come back. You got to come back, lady.
I don't know. I will come back.
You got to come back. I remember watching the video that you did. I think you were in Memphis, and you were at the Memphis barbecue or something like that. You were outside like doing a live stream or something like that. I think you were on a beach or something. But there was some type of Memphis.
Oh yeah. I just did like a quick live stream at the Memphis Barbecue Fest. Yeah.
Man, so simpler times, right? We can actually go outside and interact with people. Can't do that these days.
Oh yeah, man. That whole thing got canceled. This upcoming year, we're not even sure if they're participating because they're gonna have like, it's not gonna be the same. It's just gonna be like you go in, you compete, you leave. It's not like it's honestly such a huge party atmosphere. Like it's so much fun. You're not allowed to sell anything, but you can give it away. So people just have like free everything for the entire weekend. It's just such a fun time. There's a concert that they put on. They really go all out for that thing. It's a huge tourist attraction, raises millions of dollars a year for the city, and they had to really scale it back this upcoming year. It's really unfortunate. We don't think we're going to participate this year, but next year we will.
Mm-hmm. I've only been to Memphis one time, and I think I was back in 2008. I can't talk. Yeah. And Memphis is a good place, man. Being down on Beale Street.
Yep.
I love how all the girls wear their boots and things down there, and you got good music and liveliness down there. Memphis is cool.
Live music everywhere, every night. every single night. I mean, I don't know anymore, right? But every single night you could find somewhere that has free live music every night. And I've never lived somewhere like that.
Yeah, yeah, like that was that Bill Street, where it's at in Memphis, definitely.
Bill Street. I mean, I actually really like Midtown, which is kind of more of a, where the locals go, because it's not as like far as downtown. It's not always as crowded, but it's equally, like, I think it's equally nice. Like, there's lots of nice restaurants and stuff like that in Midtown. But
So I'm curious, with your background and all the languages and things that you know, have you ever left the North American continent? Because
yeah, I went to China to study. So I've been to France. I've been to England. I went to China for a couple months to study Chinese. Like, I went to Wuhan.
oh, duh, you said that, yep.
Yeah, and then I've been to Argentina a couple of times. I stayed for a couple of months each time. So my ex-boyfriend's family was there, and then the second time I just went by myself because I am kind of crazy. So
you just like traveling by yourself, okay?
I did when I was younger. It was like I was okay with it. Like, Argentina was great by myself, but I did not really care for Vegas by myself, if I'm being honest. I think it would have been much more fun if I was like with more people other than me. That'd be great.
Yeah, I have not left the North American continent. I've been to Canada and Mexico, but that's about it.
I don't even think I've been to Mexico, actually. I know. Yep. I was right on the border of with Texas because my grandpa was staying there, but never been. No, never been. But
now the part of Canada that you're from is I think Montreal. I think. Like
no, I'm from the capital, basically.
The capital.
Yeah. Ooh, guess what the capital? Nobody ever gets it right. Just saying.
Is that I have.
It's Ottawa.
Ottawa. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know.
When was I in Canada? My whole life, except for the last 8 years.
There you go. Again, she is from Canada, so she spent some time in Canada. Yeah.
Born and raised.
When I went to Canada, I went to Montreal.
Montreal is beautiful and actually has like the best nightlife, I think.
Mm-hmm. Well, when I went, I was kind of young, so I really didn't get to experience the nightlife. But it's a beautiful city, definitely.
It's really beautiful, yeah, and it's nice. I mean, it's nice all year round. Even in the winter, it's kind of nice. It's kind of pretty there.
Not me. Either not you, me. Oh, me. It was back in '96. I went to Canada, so it's been a long, long time, man.
Oh, oopsie.
Long time up into Canada, but yeah, like I said, Montreal is a beautiful city, definitely.
Yeah. I love it there. I mean, I've been to maybe 5 or 6 times at least. Actually, now I'm thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
But
so Shannon, when this whole pandemic is somewhat past us, what is something that you are going to do that you haven't been able to do since this whole thing started?
Well, I'm going to travel. I mean, Grandpa is having his 100th birthday, so we want to go visit Grandpa. We want to take the baby places. The zoo is closed, which sucks because we were taking her to the zoo still. It's an outdoor activity. Everybody wears their masks, so I'm kind of like, that's okay. And we can't even do the zoo anymore. And then I'm probably going to, I have to go back to Canada and visit my family. I haven't seen my mom in over a year. Haven't seen my grandparents in over a year. And some of them are not, they're older, right. So they need people. And I'm gonna travel. I'm gonna go back to I'm gonna go to Vid Summit. I'll be there.
All right, so let's talk about that because they're talking about doing Vid Summit in May this year.
Yeah.
And you're gonna go?
I will go. Yeah, I will go. Even if I don't get my shot, which I'm hoping to have it by then. I'm hoping everybody will have their, I don't know everybody, but eligible people that can take it, that want to take it. I hope that everybody will have it by then, and I'll go there. Yeah, I'll be going.
Oh, okay. So you are ready to rock and roll. You are tired of staying up at the house.
I'm used to traveling several times. I usually at least go to Canada twice a year. So the fact that I didn't go at all is just untenable to me. The only reason I didn't go, because they have a 2-week quarantine period. So if you want to quarantine for 2 weeks, you can do that. And then you can stay, for, obviously, for as long as you want after that. The reason I didn't go is because I have a baby and it's unfair of me to keep her away from her father for, I think, that length of time, which would probably end up being a month, because it would be 2 weeks for me to quarantine. And then I'd want to spend 2 weeks with my family. Mm-hmm. So I just thought it wasn't a good idea for me to do that. And then also I would want to take a plane, and we'd been talking about driving. We would fly, like we had this whole plan for how we were going to take the baby up to visit grandma, like great grandma and great grandpa up in Canada. And now we can't do it.
Yeah, the world has been an interesting place in the last year or so. Yes. Hopefully we're on the mend. We are in 2021, so it's a brand new year, brand new possibilities, and hopefully guys up from here.
Yes, that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that 2021, I'm hoping that everything just we get like 3 more vaccines approved, and then all of a sudden the rollout is just much faster because the logistics are easier than a vaccine that needs to be kept at negative 72 degrees or whatever it is. So and everybody just, everything needs to get back to normal. I think that people have fatigue of all of the vigilance. I think that people are having, mental health issues. I have, I'm not like impervious to all of the stress around, just having to be hyper vigilant all the time, not being able to talk to people. Honestly, like I miss my personal trainer. Remember when I was trying to fire him?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember that.
And now I miss him. So
funny how that worked out, huh?
Yeah, like so.
Did you stay up last night to ring in the new year?
I'll be honest with you. Like we looked at each other and we were like, "Do you care about this?" And we were both like, "No." So we didn't like. We literally just looked at each other and we're like, "Do you want to watch Netflix?" So we watched an episode of The Queen's Gambit, and then we watched an episode of this High Score. It's called High Score. It's about video games. It's pretty cool, actually.
Speaking of Netflix, I gotta ask you: are you going to watch Cobra Kai?
No, my husband loves it. Loves Cobra Kai. But I'm sorry. I'm thinking about something that Michael said earlier, where he was like, she was thirsty, so.
A little bit.
But what it really was is that I'm just a hopeless. I was at the time I was just hopeless romantic, where I was like, one day I'll find, the one, and I was always like that. Sorry, I was just thinking about that. But no, he loves it. He loves Cobra Kai. He keeps trying to convince me to watch it, and I keep telling him no, because I don't know. It just doesn't seem like something that's like that would be really interesting to me, but. I don't know. I might have to give it a shot because everybody else seems to love it.
Trying to think where I go next with this.
Oh, I had topics. You tell me not to do this.
No, I mean, with this particular conversation, with you not watching Cobra Kai, I'm like, what is happening here? You need to watch Cobra Kai, Shannon. It's good.
Oh.
It's quality. You watch this. Amazing.
I'm sorry. I'm not interested. I may end up watching it just because he loves it so much, but I just haven't been interested.
Have you ever seen any of the Karate Kid
movies?
I
want to. Go ahead. Sorry, this is your stream.
No, I was asking. Have you ever watched any of the Karate Kid movies?
Yeah, I love them. And for me to say that and then be like, yeah, but I'm not interested in Cobra Kai. I think it was because I was younger and I really did love them. Yes, I love them. And I'm not interested in Cobra Kai because I think it was something that maybe I loved when I was younger.
How little sense that makes, Shannon? How can you say you love the Karate Kid movie, but you wouldn't like in Cobra Kai? How does that work? That doesn't work, Shannon. That does not compute, Shannon.
I don't know. I'm just not. I know he's taking it personal. I don't know how to deal with this.
I'm just perplexed that she enjoyed the Karate Kid movie, but she won't watch Cobra Kai. I'm perplexed about that, but okay, cool. Sorry. You need to watch though. So you have topipics, huh?
I did have topics. We went through a couple of them.
What were we talking about?
But one of the topics was the AirPods, because I have opinions
Which AirPods?
The new ones that are all
The-
the Max, obviously.
Okay.
Yeah, those things.
What would you like to know?
I don't want to know anything. I feel like I've been convinced to buy them eventually. I will. I honestly, I probably will end up getting them. But I'm tired of being poor shamed, though. I feel like people are like, you just don't like these, because at first I was like pretty against them, not just because of the price, but because like the aesthetic a little bit. You know, I'm not really into the case, and not being able to have an off button really bothers me. But I didn't like them for those reasons, and also the price, right? Because I have a pair of Bose that were, I think, $350 or something, and I love them, right? So, I still may end up getting these eventually, because some people convinced me that the sound quality was so good that perhaps I might make that switch. But I felt like people were saying, and not to me necessarily, but to other people, like, oh, you just don't like them because you're too poor to buy them. And I was like, I'm tired of being poor shamed about not liking these headphones. I genuinely just don't want them.
Hell no. It ain't nothing to do with being poor shamed. These things are $549.
They are expensive.
If I'm going to pay $549, I better want it and love it. And luckily, I did want them, and I love mine. I'm trying to get the fake grades now, but that's another story for another day. But yeah, it's not about being poor. It's like there are other headphones that you can get that cost far less, that will give you almost as good as the audio experience as these will, and you don't have to spend that much money. But these are amazing headphones, no doubt about it.
I've had some great headphones. I've had the Bowers and Wilkins that were all aluminum with the lambskin leather, like very nice headphones and they were only $400, right? And I've had several sets, or 2 or 3 sets now, of Bose headphones that have lasted for years, and I've loved them. And so for like, I really felt though, like people were like, you're too poor, you just can't afford these, you poor person. Like, and I was like,
no,
I was taking it personal. Probably I shouldn't, even though they weren't even talking to me. But it's just like, no, they're $550. What do you expect? Not that my MacBook Pro isn't overpriced, okay? Not that my iPad isn't overpriced. All this stuff is overpriced, but it's beautiful. And I honestly don't think the AirPods lived up to my like, they're not beautiful to me.
Yeah, they do have like a sort of a retro look, but I think they look okay. And I remember when I first saw them, I thought they looked kind of like antiquated, but having them in person now and seeing them up close, they look nice. They're very nice.
Well, what's the construction like? Isn't it not plastic though?
Hell no, it's not plastic. Are you kidding me? No. No.
Okay.
You got aluminum.
That looks plastic.
This is not plastic. This is aluminum.
Oh, okay.
And then, Shannon, when you do that is stainless steel.
Okay.
These are premium construction. These are no flimsy headphones. There's a reason why these cost as much as they cost, because they are the best built headphones in the game.
Because I'm not buying plastic. Like the reason I paid so much for the Bowers and Wilkins was the I mean, they do have a very good reputation for as far as audio quality goes, but also like it was really nice. They're very lightweight.
Yeah, if you buy these, you ain't gotta worry about build quality. Build quality is not an issue.
All right, but battery.
Yeah, the battery is 20 hours, which is standard for most headphones, but I did have that battery drain, but I did do the reset, and it does seem like that kind of alleviated the issue. So we are good to go with the battery for now.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay, because I saw your video and we hadn't had like the resolution to that yet. So you just do a reset and it's just like, all right, we're good again.
Yeah, there was a lot of suggestions in the comments that I do a hard reset, which I did. And it seems to be working. The battery is acting like it's supposed to act now, even when they're in the case. So we're good to go there, I think.
Well, that's good to hear. I didn't know. So now,
Yeah, I put a ping. I put it in a ping comment. So.
Oh, well, I saw that. I just jump on the Viper video, so I just.
And I love and appreciate you for that. Thank you. I will make an updated video though, letting people know that worked for me. But Jason had the same issue, and he said that didn't work for him. He did the reset as well, but that did not work for him. So I don't know. I don't know.
All right. The saga continues.
So you own an iPhone, an iPad, and a MacBook.
Yep.
I would really recommend you take a look at the AirPods Max 10 because you know they have that automatic device switching. So if you're listening to music on the iPhone and you go to do something on your iPad, it automatically switches over. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I know that. I kind of really, I just bought the Bose not too long ago, so I'm kind of like, you know, I'll wait on them. I'll probably get them in a year or something like that. I never buy things when they first come out anyway.
I mean,
At least I rarely do.
I mean, you don't have to worry about that with the AirPods because they're sold out anyway.
That's the truth too, right? So I couldn't even get them if I wanted to.
I am still looking for the damn fake gray ones, man. Apple, make them available for me. I think
they should just send you like 8 pairs, you know, so you can have a giveaway.
They should. They really should.
They should. Yeah. You're just repping them so hard. I mean, you just.
They should. Apple, listen to her. Tim Cook, listen to her. So, you crap me up because every time we have the conversation, you talk about how you have topic. Any other topics on your list?
No, that was it.
Oh, that was it. Okay.
Well, that was one that we didn't cover. We covered all the other ones.
Oh, we covered all the other ones. Wait, so what were the other ones then?
Just like happy anniversary, and then like what I'm doing right now, which there was like a whole list, but like we covered everything in the list.
Ah, okay. Because you know me, I can go on forever and ever and ever about.
You know that, yeah. I've met you.
yes, you all. We have actually met in person. We have pictures together, as you all can.
Yeah, there's video and camera evidence, like photographic.
Yeah, there is video evidence. That's right. We do have video evidence. Yes,
I think we have some. Yeah, I haven't seen. I don't know.
Yeah, I ran around doing that live stream on the first day of VidSummit 2018, and I got you in it with Daryl Eve. I'm like, get over here, Shannon.
I had a great time on the live streams, on Daryl's live stream and all that. Just even just like I'll wake up in the morning, do my makeup, and I'd be in that chat of the 24-hour live stream, which I thought was just that was awesome. And I was just in the chat and like it was great. Everybody's so that he knows how to throw a party. Let's just say that.
Like, Daryl's a beast. He definitely knows how to throw a party. Speaking of beef, did you try to see if you have any of those Mr. Beef burgers near you?
Oh, no, I don't think we do, to be honest with you. I didn't see it, but I could be wrong. But I did see his YouTube rewind today.
I did not watch that, but
it has 1 million likes already, or like at the time that I watched it, and I think I watched it like less than an hour after it came out, and it had 1 million likes on it already.
Yeah, because Mr. Beast probably knows how to do a rewind, unlike YouTube.
Yes.
Unlike YouTube, who has no clue. Oh my god.
I loved it. I thought it was great. I liked the video.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah. You gotta watch it.
I will.
Yeah.
So once your book is done, what are your other objectives for 2021?
I want to well, I have some health goals. You know, obviously everybody's always like, get in better shape and all this. I don't know. I really want to work on my mental health, get back. Like I've been meditating for a year, and I just think that's really important. And I want to like re-engage and like just rework all the basics. I started today already. I'm just, you know, it's one of the things that I'm doing to work on my mental health, continue to see like my therapist is very important. You got to take care of yourself. And I just think that there needs to be zero stigma around that stuff, period. Right. So that's why I talk about it. And, you know, I get anxiety sometimes. I think that I'm pretty, like, I think that's fairly obvious. Like, if you talk to me for 5 minutes, you can probably tell I'm kind of like an anxious person, just a little bit. Like, I think people can tell. So it's just one of the things that I try to manage, you know, and that's one of the things that I'm doing in 2021 is like working on my my management of my anxiety, and that one of the ways that I'm going to do that was with meditation. So that's one of the things that I'm going to just continue to work on that stuff. And exercise is great too. So that's another thing, like try to exercise more, but not like necessarily for weight loss, although I could afford to lose like 10 pounds, right? I'm not asking you. Okay. I'm not asking you. I'm just saying.
You probably shouldn't ask me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna say to you.
Personally, I think I could afford to lose 10 pounds. That's kind of like
whatever.
As far as I'm going to go with that. So
yeah,
fitness goals, let's say that, and mental health and fitness as the most important part. And especially coming out of this year, oh my goodness. Like, I mean, there was some bad times. So, you know, I'm working on that, and I'm doing better now. than I was, let's say, a month and a half ago when I actually stopped working on my book because I was not in a good headspace. Which is the app that I use, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
But and then after my book gets released into the wild, and let's say, for example, that I'm not creating tutorial content. Let's say that stuff's already all up. I really want to get into video essays, I think. You know, like, I just have so many opinions about things that need to be in the world.
Yeah, you should.
But I need to get better at script writing. That's my main struggle, I think. That's what I'll struggle with.
Why do you, I guess my question is, why do you feel you need to have a script though?
Because if I don't, I will go off on a tangent and the video will be 2 hours long. And I don't even know if I could find that much. Like,
I know you. I know how smart and intelligent you are. I know how much information you have. So what I would tell you is that I don't think you need a script. What you need is like outline, like I do. Like when I make videos that have a lot of information, I don't, I don't script any of my videos. They're all off the top. But when I have a video, like when I'm doing a review or something, and I want to make sure I have all the information in the review, I have bullet points. So I hit all the points. So I think you would do well with going off the top of your head, but just having bullet points so you don't go off on those tangents.
Yeah, that's what I need. Definitely. Yeah. I mean, but I'm a perfectionist, so I'm probably going to write a script myself. This is my problem, actually, is perfectionism, is that, which really isn't perfect at all. Like, it's really not, because you end up doing less. You end up not, it's never good enough. Like, it's actually awful. And I don't advise anyone to subscribe to that ideology.
We have a thing here in the creative space. Done is better than perfect.
I know. Absolutely. It completely is. Like, that's why I don't recommend that ideology to anyone. But that's why I feel like I'll probably end up writing a script. Like, even if I write an outline, I'll probably be like, well, that's not good enough. This, that, and the other thing. And it's just like, I don't know. I have ideas for a couple videos that I really want to put out there, because I think, like, especially one of them, like, I have like information and insight on this that I don't think anybody talks about. So I really want to get it out there, but I don't know if it'll ever get done. It's one of those things. So I don't know.
Yeah, you definitely don't need a script. Not at all.
I'm not a talker.
You are very eloquent and articulate, so I think you, like I said, you don't need a script. You could just talk about what you want to talk about and go from there. But bullet points never hurt. Bullet points are good.
Yeah, no, I need the bullet points at least. Like, that's a minimum, you know. But yeah.
So in 2021, could we see a return for Shannon to the Lululemon YouTube channel?
In all honesty, I don't know. I want to say no, though. I want to say no. Wow. Yeah. Not because I don't buy their stuff anymore, and not because I'm not interested. Like, I still buy their stuff. I still go ahead and look at, but it's just not what I'm passionate about right now. Mm-hmm. And I'm passionate about my book right now, and that's what I'm focusing on. And until I feel passionate about Lululemon again, you won't see another collection. That would be what I would do, though. Would be, if you see anything from me, it will be a collection video. That's what I imagine I'll do, because I haven't been buying as much new stuff because I'm still in love with their old stuff. So it wouldn't be like as many hauls, but like it's not like I don't buy stuff from there still. Like, I have 2 orders on the way. Like, I'm not, you know, but it's like they're after Christmas. It's like, you know.
Yeah, I can't imagine you.
But yeah, I don't know about that. I want to say no. Sorry, go ahead.
I can't imagine you not buying Lululemon though.
No, I still love their stuff. I feel like I love their older stuff more, like their 2013, 2014 kind of collections a little bit more. They have, like, I feel like they have more feminine details. There could be things that I'm missing out on because I'm maybe not checking the website enough, but like, I don't know. I feel like they've gone really mainstream and tried to like cut down on the like number of little feminine details that they've been adding in favor of larger like stock quantities. So, you know, they're just becoming a big brand. They're growing up, you know.
Yeah, kind of how we talk about OnePlus in the same way in the tech space. They're kind of growing up a little too fast for some of our liking, but hey, that's
Mhm.
what happens.
Yeah. So no, I don't really see that stuff coming back. If I put anything up on there, it may very well be it will be a video essay before it will be back to the Lululemon stuff, because I also look at other creators in that space and think like, you know what? These people do a better job than I did on it. So it's
I mean,
unfortunate, but it's true. So I want to, and be honest with myself,
anybody can say that about anything. There's a bunch of other creators that do tech better than I do, but that won't
That's,
stop me from making tech.
that's fair too. That's fair too. But
That ain't gonna stop me, man. But yeah, like I said, we've been on YouTube for 3 years now, and like there's so many lessons and things that we've learned, and it's just YouTube is an amazing place, especially when you make that decision to become a creator. It's an amazing journey.
so true. There's like, I've learned so much just about like video creation and like the SEO aspect. Like I learned stuff about search engine optimization in the YouTube space that actually has helped me in my blogging sphere.
Right. Again, it's that information that you will never learn in an actual school, but when you come on YouTube and you need to get stuff done,
Yeah. They need to start teaching some actual skills.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah. I think there's some language skills that you can learn, and I think there's a lot of soft skills that you can learn in college. But I also think that they could do a better job making people actually. They've polled employers, and you can look these up, and they ask them like, "Hey, do you feel that our college graduates are job ready?" And mostly they say, I think a lot of them say no. I forget what the actual numbers are on that, but you can look it up.
Yeah, something like YouTube, you can literally only learn like on the job. Like on the job training is a big thing, and because I think especially in today's job market, experience means more than credentials and paperwork. Unless you know people, if you know people, then that's another matter entirely. But yeah,
there's that. Yeah, I recommend if you're looking for a job to find a good recruiter. Just get in touch. That's how I got my jobs. They reached out to me, but like if I would have known that, then I would have reached out to them for sure. So if you're looking for a job, just find yourself a good recruiter. They're always active on LinkedIn. They're looking around. They're trying to find you.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a matter of them finding you. Make sure you have make sure your LinkedIn resume and LinkedIn pages are search engine optimized.
That's true.
There are recruiters searching for specific skills. Like people find me all the time from skills that I have listed, and they'll be like, "Oh, we're looking for this," and it's like, "Okay, great. Well, yes, I use that software at this job, and I can easily, pick it back up." And they're like, "Okay, great," like that kind of thing, And that's how they find people. They'll literally search like name of skill, city, and then the top 10 people that come up. They look at your profile and they say, how much years of experience, do you have? What do I need? Like, they're trying to find you.
Definitely. It's funny. I have not updated my resume in years, but I still get emails every week from recruiters looking to like plot me in a job and things like that. So they're out there. They're looking.
Exactly. So, I mean, they're trying to poach you.
Yeah. They are.
Mm-hmm.
I just ignore them because I'm good.
There's money in it,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I always write like a little reply like, "Hey, thanks for reaching out. I'm not in search of employment at this moment, but if I ever am in the future, I'll reach out to you." Something like that.
Oh, you're better than me. You are too kind. Oh,
I let them know because
Go ahead. You were
I let them know because it is possible that I may actually end up looking for work in the future. I may go back to work. Like she's young now, right? But once she gets in school, I mean, I don't know. What am I going to do with my life? Like
YouTube.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I mean, I might, right? Like, that's like one of the great things about like my husband is he's so supportive in anything I've ever wanted to do. I'm like, maybe I'll start a real estate empire or something.
Your husband is a smart individual.
Yes, he is.
Yes.
But it's actually really interesting. He's smart in different things. I'm like more of like a like a tree person, and he's more of a forest person.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good for like, I'm great at grammar, and he's great at like managing people.
There you go. I mean, when you're in a relationship like that, there you have to have like some type of some difference, or I shouldn't say differences. You have to be like complementary to each other.
Yeah, it's a lot like that. So like sometimes we'll disagree about something, and I'll be like, but it's like this, and he'll be like, but that doesn't matter if this big concept applies, and I'm like,
Damn it!
"Hmm,
You're like, damn you.
yeah, exactly.
It's funny how that works. It's amazing how that works.
I hate it when he's right too.
I bet you did. You ladies love always being right.
I mean, it'll make your life a lot easier if you He's like, yes, dear. Like,
So speaking of yes, dear, I want to talk to you about that because you mentioned earlier that you try to say yes as much as possible.
mhm.
Me on the other hand, I'm trying to say like or just like maybe say no a little bit more because I'm a little bit more critical of my time and who I give it to, especially these days. But I'm just curious, how did you arrive at that point where you feel like you want to say yes more than you say
Um,
no?
I actually would say that it was more of a condition of when I was younger. Now I really can't, right? It's literally I literally can't say yes to everything that I want to do, or whatever, because like obviously I have like constraints. Like I have a baby, I have like a husband, and I have like a like very stable life. Okay. But when I was younger, and I would say uh, broke, and also uh, I want to use the word transient. I feel like that has a lot of negative connotations, but I wasn't married to any particular city. I could move or go somewhere else, and like it wasn't a big deal or whatever. If I wanted to, like, because I didn't have a kid, I could go out late at night. I could like do whatever I wanted, kind of thing. It was like, you look at that type of, I'm going to call it like a type of freedom, but then you also consider like that you really have nothing to lose, because when you have nothing, you have nothing to lose. So because I had nothing and therefore had nothing to lose, I was able to say yes to a lot of things. Like I would like, you let's example, I just like meet some person on a literal actual street corner, and they say, hey, do you want to come to dinner? And I can say yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, which happened more than once. Like I was just like, I would meet people on street, like that literally happened more than once. And those are stories for another day, but you know they happened, and I would have this great time or I'd have this horrible time, but I was able to say yes, and maybe I learned something from that experience. Um,
Mm-hmm.
which is that's where the value came in, is of learning from those experiences. And because I had more time than money, I was able to do some volunteering where I learned some things. That's something I would recommend. I know that people don't, they value their time greatly, and especially when you don't really have a lot of money, like your time is kind of like what you're going to use to make that money, right? You have to go to work to make money, and but if you have any time, I would highly recommend finding somewhere to volunteer where you like being. Like, don't, I've tried volunteering places where I'm like, I just didn't end up liking it, for whatever reason. Didn't like way, maybe it was managed, whatever, or maybe I didn't like my duties. I mean, if you're volunteering somewhere, you should enjoy. I enjoyed volunteering most of the places that I volunteered. So if you go out there, I would suggest, like, even if you don't really necessarily have a lot of time to go out and volunteer, because I learned a lot and I met a lot of really interesting people. And that's, again, like when you first start out in life, you don't really have a lot of those necessarily, like, social and like developmental skills, like in your, like when you're 18, 19, 20 years old, maybe you don't have all your skills fully developed yet, but talking to people who know more than you do can help you develop them a lot faster.
Oh yeah.
That's like, I had a really great time at some of the places that I volunteered, and the quality of the people that I met that were there that were also volunteering, all very like professional people. You know, I have met some really interesting people that while volunteering.
I can imagine it. I'm pretty sure that was like a very interesting experience volunteering.
I don't want to get into it because it's like, again, it's like one of those things where it's like this long story, like how long my Vegas story was. Like, but
we like long stories, but I have almost kept you almost 2 hours, and I know you have parenting duties and things like that, so I don't want to keep you too much longer. But I do appreciate you joining me tonight. Thank you.
yeah, it was fun. It was fun, and yeah, I always have a good time with you, and I'm glad that I had a chance to tell my story, and I hope that I hope that people enjoyed it too while they were here. And
I hope so too. But you know, I always love having my Shannon time, so I'm always grateful. But I am going to wrap it up here, you all. I see most of y'all left, but that's cool. Thank you guys for hanging out. For those of y'all still here, I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm trying to make a resolution this year to put out more content. So next Monday, I'm gonna be hitting it real hard here in 2021. So you're gonna see a lot more of your boy Viper over on my other channel. If you guys aren't already subscribed, which most of you are probably already are. So I don't have to tell you guys that, but that is what it is. As far as when I'll be live again, probably Tuesday night with Jason and Zach on Jason's channel, Painfully Honest Tech. Check us out every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time for the Painfully Honest Tech podcast. That's when I'll be live next, probably. As far as on this channel, not sure, but we'll see. Because I'm at to work next week, so I don't know. So there's that.
You also have a ladies' night coming up.
Yes, I need to organize that and definitely get that together.
Yeah, it'll take probably a month for.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while because you ladies are busy AF and y'all all have different schedules, but we'll make it work. We will definitely make it work. But thank you guys. Enjoy your weekend. Happy New Year. We made it to 2021. Thank the God. Oh Lordy. But yeah, we're out of here. So y'all have a good weekend, and I will see y'all on the Twitter.
Thanks, everyone.
That's right. Thank you, and thank you again. But until the next time, people, this your boy Viper, the man about tech. You know where to find me.